Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter. It is a chilly spring day here in West Virginia. The baby's napping, and I figured I'd take my lunch break and go ahead and put together a quick review for you all. Once again, this is a shoe that doesn't really have much hype, but I've been looking at this silhouette for quite some time, and when I saw this colorway of it, I just decided it was time to go ahead and grab a pair and see what I thought of them. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. Bread and butter is pretty new, but we're growing quick. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That'll help this video get seen by more people, which will help my channel grow faster. But let's look at the kicks. So I'm sure most of you have seen one of these. Nothing really fancy or special about it. This was a purchase from End Clothing, so I had to order my size in UK sizing, but as I've learned from before, UK 9.5 is the same as US 10 in men's. So it always works out pretty well for me. And once again, End, I gotta tip my hat to you. Fast shipping, the box got here in great shape. I think this is my third or fourth purchase from End, but it's all been great transactions and I've got no complaints to date. So if you're thinking about getting something from End, I would go ahead and just send it and go ahead and get what you got your eye on. They've got some really high-end stuff there. A lot of shoes such as this colorway are exclusive to Europe. End doesn't jack their prices up or anything for shipping overseas, so you're still able to get really dope colors of shoes that you won't see over here because they're not sold over here. But anyhow, enough about that. Here's a look at the tag. This is my first pair of Adidas Ozweegos, and they were labeled as Halo Blue on the website. And as I mentioned, this color is not available in the US for the time being. Just has standard Adidas paper. The first time I saw this silhouette, I didn't care for it. And since then, I've had several pairs of 500s and just some other Yeezys, which made me come to appreciate the bulky, kind of over-exaggerated outsole that you see on these silhouettes. And I've really grown to like it. I think it's a very modern look. But I'm also just in love with this shade of halo blue, as they call it. I think it seems like a baby blue with maybe just a little hint of gray in there. You can see that the upper is primarily mesh, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. I really think it's a unique looking shoe, and I'm pretty pumped to have a pair in the collection. I think retail for these is typically right around $100, maybe $110. I forget what the exact price was, but I know it was just above $100. And that's with shipping and everything, so I think it was a great deal. It was the color that really caught my eye of this shoe. And I'm just a sucker for light blue. I think these things are gorgeous. I looked for them on other websites in the US, including like the Adidas app and the Adidas website, and they do not have this color. So if you know of any US retailers selling this color, then maybe let me know in the comments so I'm not spreading false truths to everyone. But as far as I know, I couldn't find it in the US, but I saw it at several retailers from Europe online. I think much like the rest of this shoe, this outsole is quite unique. It's got a lot of different little like ovals and just egg shapes sticking out of there. And I like how the outsole is this cream color, and then you've also got this halo blue peeking through there in the middle. I think it's a great color combination in my book. Midsole is completely this halo blue color. Here on the front of the midsole, you can see that it's got some Adiprene Plus branding. I believe it's a little bit less dense than what Adidas is. And at the heel of the shoe, I think there was somewhere that it said, yes, at the heel of the shoe, it's got Adidas, which gives you more firm support. And then in the front of the shoe, it's got the Adidas Plus, which apparently is more of a cushion and has more give to it. Then the front, you've got this mud guard. It's like a translucent overlay, but primarily the upper is just this beautiful knit, and it feels nice and smooth and soft to the touch. It seems like it'll be very breathable, and I just really like the color of it. I think it's going to be a great summer shoe. The 3 stripes are like a canvas type material, but they match almost perfectly. They might be more of like a baby blue, and then the suede hits around the stripes might have more of a gray color to them, now that I'm looking at them outside. But even though they're just canvas, I think they're really, really sharp, very nice looking. One thing that's interesting about these is this hard plastic tube that runs through. It starts up here at the eye stays, and you can see it peeking out here, and then it runs back the shoe and then around the heel, and I think that's pretty neat looking. On the heel here, it's got like a smooth neoprene material, and then you see more of these overlays, and that really reminds me of like a Yeezy 500 or something. But the suede is a very nice quality. Feels really good to the touch, and I think it's really, really nice looking. There is 3M outlining all these suede hits, and then also down at the base of the shoe, there's 3M here outlining these suede hits as well and peeking out. The laces match the shoe perfectly, and the tongue is like a tumbled leather, but it's got neoprene on the inside,